Hello and welcome to another Django tutorial. In today's tutorial we are going to set up our settings.py and local underscore settings.py files. So first off, go to your settings file, and then we're going to go all the way down because I made a mistake in our previous tutorial. This should be .local because it's contained in our MCO template directory, and whenever we call a file from that same directory we need to use a dot in front of it, and I forgot to do that. Anyhow, back to the top, let's get started. First thing we want to do is we're going to import DJ underscore database underscore URL, and what this does is when we upload our site to Heroku, it will provide a database URL to the database for our project. So we'll import DG underscore database, database, there we go, URL. Alright, and we'll have to actually load this. Next thing we want to do is we got our base star here, but we're going to need one more path, and we want that path to our root directory where this, wait, hold on. We want a path to our same level as our MCO template. So what we're going to do is do project root. Alright, and what this path is going to provide, it's going to provide a path for our static files. So os path dot dir name, and then in here os dot path absolute path 2 underscores file 2 underscores, and there we go. You can print this if you want to see the path. Basically what this is doing is one level less than base dir. Alright, so base dir goes outside our MCO template and then onto the same level as root. We want to be on the same level as MCO template. Alright, next thing we want to do is turn debug to false. So we'll do false, just like that. And then we'll go down. We're gonna have to add a new app, and this app is called White Noise. Alright, we'll have to install this as well. And what White Noise does is it allows us to no static, not non-static, there we go. What it does is allows us to host our static files when we're up on Heroku. Alright, if you want to know more about white noise, just Google whitenoise.dj, and we'll come down, and I gotta check my code from last time since I already made mistakes. MCO template's correct, MCO WSGI is correct, templates is going to change that. Alright, your database. So let's go ahead and copy this. So we'll copy that. Go open your local settings and just throw that in there for now. We'll set up the local settings in just a moment. Alright, in here we're going to change our database so it works with the Heroku databases. And what we're going to do is take out everything after default to there. And then here we're going to do DJ database URL.config. Alright, so we're configuring the URL. Right down below that, we're going to do db from environment env equals, and we're going to do dj database URL.config. And what we're doing is setting the max connection time that we want to allow for our database. Now, you don't have to set this if you don't want to. Default is 0. And you could also set it to none, where it's consistently contacting the database. But if you're going to do that, make sure you read Heroku's information about how much it would cost. I don't know if they charge you for consistently contacting the database, but that's something you might want to look into. because I don't want to be responsible for you guys spending a crap load of money. Anyhow, now we got to add the DB from environment into our dictionary here that holds our DJ database URL config, and we can do that by doing databases like that. Then we're going to append to the key of default, and we're going to set equal. No, we're not. We're going to update and DB from env. Alright, so now we're just setting the configuration max time. We could probably actually just do it in there, but this is how I always set it up. Anyhow, come on down. Oh, let's go ahead and add our export protocol. It's for HTTPS or SSL headers. So let's do secure underscore proxy underscore SSL underscore header. We'll set that equal to set that equal to HTTP underscore X underscore forward proto, like that, and then comma and HTTPS. And what this does is allows our Django site to interact with work with HTTPS, and that's what Heroku has their server set up as, so we need to include that. Anywho, and now we're going to come all the way down to the bottom right here below static, and we're going to add a static root. So static underscore root, and we'll set that equal to, and what the static root does is when we upload our site, Heroku's servers, when we're uploading it, will do like a collect static and collect our static CSS and JavaScript files, and they will actually put our files in here. We're going to set up our static dirs in a second, so hold on. Let's do os path dot join, and then here's our project root that we set up in the beginning of this tutorial, just like that. And then we're going to do comma and then give it a name, static files, just like that. And then right below this, we're going to do static files underscore dirs. And basically what this is doing is telling the server where to look for our static files that it's going to grab and upload into the root. So we'll do a list, and then in the list we're going to do os path dot join project root, and then comma static, just like that. All right, and we'll see this in action when we go ahead and put a comma after that. When we actually start putting static files into our project. Next thing we're going to do is set up a media URL. Media is like images and stuff like that. So media URL is equal to / in a string / media, and then / to close that out. And we're going to set up our media root just like we did up here. And this is where we're going to store our media files. So path dot join, and then we'll do os dot no, we're not doing os. Sorry, project root. Project root, like that, and then we'll just call this media. Got a little ahead of myself there. Okay, so our settings.py file is set up. Well, it should be. We'll see when we run it. Anyhow, alright, in your local settings.py file, open that guy up. We only have this in here. So we'll move that down a little bit. And at the top, we're going to import OS, import OS, just like that. And then we're going to add our base dir again. And the reason we got to add base dir is because when we run this, it's going to look for OS. So we import OS, and it's going to look for base dir. So we got to basically set that variable in here as well. Otherwise, we'll get an error. So we'll do a capital base dir like that. And it's going to be equal to os.path dot dir name. And in there, it's going to be os.path dir name. No, period. Dir name. And hold on. Oh, we're right there. Forgetting something here. Well, let's just copy this. I was forgetting absolute path. Alright, we'll just copy you and put you in here like that. There we go. Now we got our base dir. Anyhow, let's do debug. We want to set debug equal to true. Oops, true. Like that. And we did turn debug to false, right? Yes, we did. Now I'm pushing myself. And that should work. Let's run our server and see what happens. CD into Django. Yeah, CD template. Is that what I call it? CD source bin activate. So activate your virtual environment. CD root. Python 3 manage.py run server. And see what errors we get. Boom, no module called DJ database URL. So we'll do pip3 install DJ database underscore URL equal to, and I believe it's 0. I want to make sure we're all on the same page, so we got to set it to the right version. And I believe it's 0.4.1. We'll set that. Install that properly, and let's run the server again and see what other errors we get that we can fix as we're here. No module named white noise. Control C. Pip 3 install white noise, and that is going to be I don't know, hold on. White noise 3.2.2 like that. And import that, and then let's run our server again, and hopefully we get no more errors. We'll find out in a second. Boom, there we go, got our server running. Now there's a couple more changes we're going to make in the next tutorial, but we'll wait until then. Otherwise, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next tutorial where we finish setting up everything, and hopefully next day or two we'll upload. See you then.